Well, it's day 2 of the Edinburgh Academy. The previous video had a little bit of history on this place. I know this place has been metal detected a lot, like I stated yesterday. The owner of the property had some people even out here this summer that we just went through, out here metal detecting. But yesterday I spent like 2 hours on a really rainy, muddy, not so awesome day, and I found a wheat cent from 1926, the Civil War token, and also that silver shilling. And you know, I would have not ever dreamed that I would have found those. So I'm back here again today. I'm gonna start out with the V3i, because here in this front yard there's a ton of stuff out here, and I have the 6x9 already, or 6x10 already on here, the Eclipse DD, and I also like to run a mix of between the Sport and the V3i, just because the frequency that they operate on is totally different. So I did scan over this with the big 13-inch coil, but there's so much stuff in the ground, I need to kind of narrow it down with something a little bit smaller. This is the smallest coil I have for this detector. The biggest thing out here, whenever you're switching coils, last time I was out I had the 10D2 on it, and now I'm going to the 6x10 Eclipse. Double tap the menu button so I can come up to this screen here. See that I have the 10-inch double D coil selected. I'm just going to hit to the left. Yeah, 950 Eclipse, that's the 950 Eclipse. So other than normal settings, you got to make sure that's changed. Let's go ahead and get started and see what we can find out here. It's right there at 4.5 inches, so that's fairly deep. I know it's a low VDI, but it's a good chance somebody may have lost a nickel or a ring. See if it's in the hole. Still in the teens and 20s. Well, it could also be a piece of foil. Well, that's all we have, just some kind of piece of foil. All right, on to the next. Here's our next target at 8 inches. Doesn't hit all that good, and you can see on the left, let me get some built up there. There's a little bit of red, just a smidgen of it. So this is probably iron. We're gonna dig it. There's the plug out. Let's do this test. It'll probably turn all to red or all to green. This will be the moment in time that we either continue digging or don't. Yeah, see, there's nothing now. And you can see that there's just a huge buildup of red on the left. So we're gonna put that back in the hole and move on. There's the next one at 4 3/4. It's not all that deep. Let's see what that is. I broke it, whatever it is. It's very interesting. Let's come down here. I didn't get it dead center. See it there? I just grabbed it too. Of all things, look at that. Broke it. What is that? Whatever it is, it's very ornate. Let me clean it up just a little bit. Here it is. Doesn't appear to be any precious metal, but you can see that right there's a hole where it would have been mounted to something. It's definitely a decoration for something, maybe furniture, I'm not sure. But it's really pretty. Very fragile. It may have been previously broke more. I checked down in the hole, there wasn't anything else in there. But I did snap off a little piece, a section right there. It's pretty neat. I like that. Alright, on to the next. Alright, 6 inches, and this might be one of those happy squirrel moments. If it's not, y'all can laugh at me. That's just hitting way, way too good. That's gotta be silver. The size of it's good, the response of it's awesome. Let's get this one out of here. It's right there. Dig a bigger hole this time. Here we are. I'm just gonna check the hole, see if I pick anything up. Ooh, right on the edge. Hopefully, if it is a coin, I didn't hit it. Let's check it again. Might just be that. It's that, I think. All right, this is what we have so far. Is that. So I'm not a happy squirrel, but there may still be something here. Let's check. All right, we're gonna check the hole with the detector. Nothing. Let's check the plug. All right, well, there's still a chance. It's not as high as it was, but there's definitely iron in that hole, as well as whatever's in here. I see it right there. See it? I guess you can't yet. There it is. What it's looking like right now is it is the messenger god, and I don't know what year it is. So it was tucked in there with that big piece of metal, iron, and I was able to pick it out. Yeah, see, there's the back of it. It's looking pretty good. And wipe it off real gently, revealing the messenger god there, Mercury. And it is a 1940 Mercury dime. Excellent, excellent shape. Definitely enjoying that, and yes, happy squirrel. Pretty good looking coin. Very happy with that. When you get in these areas with a lot of stuff in the ground, you got to put on the smaller coils, even though you lose just a little bit of depth. But you know, that depth isn't everything. So I'm in here squeezing around all these big nails and just junk in here, and brick and things that are in the ground where, you know, there's just been 150 years worth of families and people coming here and dropping stuff and spread things out in the yard, and I can get in between them and find what I want to find. So let's find some more. That one's at 4 3/4, right around 30. Let's see what that is. Well, that's why I like digging these low VDIs. It's always something cool. But in this one, it's just a key, but still, it's something different. The J.B. Schroeder Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. I don't know, that's a pretty old key, maybe 1898. I don't know when there were skeleton keys versus these style keys, but there's a key. Got a target there at 4.5. It's reading 62, 75, about 5 inches deep. There's no dirt down in here. This is a gravel parking lot, so maybe somebody was getting out of a car and dropped something. It's right dead center. I'm gonna see if I can pluck that out of there. It's not the easiest digging. Oh, there it is. It's kind of different. I wasn't expecting a quarter. It may not be a quarter. It is a quarter. But it is not silver. It is 1 year off from being silver. 1965. It's one at 4 1/4. Right around that 40 mark. Here's one. I don't know if there's more than one target in here or not, but it's some little, looks like a knob or a grommet of some sort. Let's see if there's something else in there. Nothing else. All right, we'll move to the next one. 5 1/2. Another low VDI. Let's check the hole. It's not in there. It's obviously in the plug now. There's the plug. It's right on top. And it is showing now in the teens, high teens. Right about there. It's worth a look. Here it is, and looks like a nickel. Jefferson nickel. Hopefully an older one. It was fairly deep. That plug right there is probably about 5 inches, about what it was reading. Let me get out some water and spray that off, and I'll show you all. So here is our find. It is a 1943 nickel, Jefferson nickel. It feels a little weird for some reason, but it's pretty wore down. But still, you can make out the date and what it is, and it's a nickel, so I'm happy with that. Very cool. On to the next. We've got the MX Sport out now, and we've been working in the yard over here to the left, just in the front yard. And there's a lot of trash right here, so that's why I wanted to use the V3i with the 6x10 on it. I want to get back over here because this is the area where yesterday I was out here with the MX Sport, and I was finding a bunch of odd stuff. So we're gonna break out the MX Sport and get on this side of the house. So let's go. Got one there at 3.5 inches. It's not all that deep. It's a nice 62. Something green, but I don't think it's a coin. This is what we have. And what is that? It's kind of tore up a little bit. Might have a decoration on it. It has a hole in it. It's kind of beat up a little bit. I don't know what it is. It's got a little bitty line running across it. Not sure. There's a target at 6 inches with an excellent response that deep. This will be a good one, I'm pretty sure. That shilling that I found yesterday was like right in here. So it's not in a hole anymore. Oh no, it's right there. Right there. Let's dig down in there. See what we find. Oh, what is that? That looks awful small. It looks awful bent too. Another interesting find. Looks like it's been something done to it. If you look right on the edge, you can see it's reeded. So that's definitely a indication that it was a coin. But if we flip it over here, see it says dime, and you can kind of see the middle column that's usually on the back side of a mercury dime, but it does say dime, so I'm pretty sure it was a dime. Looks like it maybe went through a fire, really high temperatures, but see it also bent, so it's definitely been through something. Maybe I'm in a burn pile right here. Hopefully they burned a big bag of coins and it's all laying out here, but hopefully they're not in this condition. But yeah, I would say that's a mercury dime. Year, I don't think we're going to be able to raise a date off that one, but there it is. This target there at 6.5 inches. Pretty low VDI. We're going to try it out. Let's see what it came up to. 72, 73. It's right there on the corner. I just think I see it. Whatever it is. Oh, that just popped out of there. It's very corroded. Ooh, dropped it again. Look how green it made that dirt. You see that? You try to dim it down. There you go. Look at that. But here it is. It is somewhat cool looking, but I just don't know what it is. This is a 32 signal VDI, and it's down in this hole still. Was. Oh, must be right there. 32 is not all that hot, and there's also brick and backfill stuff in here, so it could be anything. Something down in there. See if it's still there. Yep. Looks like a knife. Old knife. If I don't scratch it up first. Oh, that's awesome. Look at that. It's still got, it's like the whole thing. Big old butter knife. It's like, I don't know how deep this is. Maybe 8, 9 inches down. That might be able to let us get it out of there. Feels like it's bent, yeah. Look at that. Still got the handle and everything. I'm gonna clean that and then we'll take a look at it. I know this is just a butter knife, but it's pretty cool. It's really long, it's been bent. And it's got a big heavy handle on it. You can see that it's got some decoration on it. I don't see that it says anything, especially on the blade. I don't find a ton of these. So this one's a whole thing. Got some decoration and all. It's pretty cool. It's our last target of the day at 5 inches. It's right there. Seems like it's somewhat small. So that's a good sign. It's not a gigantic piece of foil, but I guess it could be a small piece of foil. Or that, which I haven't found today, and I was wondering why.
but you seem to always find these. The old shotgun shell. So we'll end the day on a shotgun shell.
So that's the end of our hunt today at the Edinburgh Academy. This is hunt number 2. I had a lot of fun today. My favorite item that I found, other than the coins, will be that little decorative thing that looked like it went on furniture. You know, I'm lucky to have a couple of 40-degree days. Yesterday wasn't all that nice, but today was much better. But I do need to get home. So holidays are coming up. I guess until next time, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and just keep safe. Take care.